This is Eyewitness News.
Welcome to ABC 7 Eyewitness News and online. I'm Philip Palmer.
And I'm Ellen Leyva. Let's get to some big headlines of the day. The LA County Department of Public Health just released an update about the rising number of coronavirus cases. Take a listen.
Today, we're also reporting 138 new cases. Over the last 48 hours, there have been 266 new cases, which brings the total of new cases in LA County to 799 cases. This includes 28 cases that are reported by our partners in the city of Long Beach and 7 cases reported by the city of Pasadena. Fully 80% of all positive cases in LA County are happening amongst people between the ages of 18 and 65, with 40% occurring in young people or younger people between the ages of 18 and 40. 160 people who have tested positive have at some point in time been hospitalized, and this amounts to 20% of all of our positive cases. 1% of people in LA County who have been diagnosed as positive with COVID-19 have in fact passed away. And in the United States, the mortality rate is at about 1.5%. I want to note that this is a higher rate than what we experience annually for influenza.
LA County Public Health Director Barbara Ferrer also noted that the 13 deaths no longer include the previously reported death of a 17-year-old in Lancaster. County has asked the CDC to complete an investigation on that case. And here are total confirmed corona cases in SoCal. LA County again reports 799 cases with 13 deaths. Orange County has 152 positive cases and reported its first death yesterday. Ventura County has 39 cases and 1 death. San Bernardino County now up to 38 cases with the first death last night. And Riverside County now reporting 70 cases and 7 deaths.
Governor Newsom also provided an update today that will massively help families who are struggling to pay their mortgage. More than 1 million Californians have filed for unemployment benefits since March 13th.
I'm very pleased that Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, Citi, and J.P. Morgan Chase have all agreed to 90-day waiver of payments for those that have been impacted by COVID-19. Unfortunately, Bank of America did not publicly commit to that. They just committed to 30 days. I hope they will reconsider and join those other banks.
And some other major points from Governor Newsom. The state is expecting 100 million N95 masks. The governor also says we now have over 2,500 confirmed cases across the state with 53 total deaths. Over 50% of those testing positive are between the ages of 18 and 49. That's across the state. The governor said 150,000 test kits are expected in the coming days. And this is what Wall Street looked like. Another volatile day. This news of the $2 trillion stimulus package really drove the market to its highs today. But with no vote from the Senate on the relief package, you see that by the end of trading, the Dow had come down off its session highs. The bill is expected to give direct payments of $1,200 to most Americans and $500 per child, as well as expanding unemployment benefits.
USNS Mercy continues its journey to the port of Los Angeles. Navy hospital ship set sail from San Diego this week and is expected to arrive Friday. More than 800 Navy medical personnel on board have been busy preparing for patients. USNS Mercy will act as a floating hospital for people who do not have coronavirus to lighten the load of local hospitals dealing with the influx of COVID-19 patients. The ship has about 1,000 beds and 9 operating rooms.
We're now 2 weeks away from Easter Sunday, and the Archdiocese of Los Angeles will close churches to the public until further notice. The big announcement has impacted thousands of Catholics in an effort to reduce the spread of COVID-19.
Eyewitness News reporter Mark Cotto-Robles has more on the closure from North Hollywood.
The Archdiocese of Los Angeles announcing these further guidelines for Catholic parishes to include the closure of all churches to the public until further notice. That does include this church in North Hollywood, St. Charles Borromeo. There are signs on the front door announcing the extended closure, though that is not stopping Saturday school teacher Maria Marquez from stopping by to pray outside the church.
We need to be close to God, and we need to come and receive the body of Christ and to stay all together as community.
Terry McSweeney is doing the same.
I will take it with a grain of salt and just come here every day and pray in front of the church and understand that we have to stay 6 feet away and not gather in groups. And
Archbishop Jose Gomez said they are taking these extraordinary steps to ensure the safety and well-being of the faithful and the public in its commitment to reduce the spread of COVID-19. At this point, the closures are expected to extend through at least April 19th. This means churches will not be open around Easter for Good Friday service or Easter Sunday Mass. Baptisms postponed, weddings postponed, confirmations postponed, funeral services even postponed, though graveside services will be allowed. Weekday and Sunday Masses will be live streamed via Facebook from the Cathedral of Our Lady of the Angels in downtown Los Angeles. Other parishes may do the same.
I need to live stream the masses. I haven't done it yet. I've been walking here every day and praying in front of the church. It's just really good meditation, and I think prayer really helps the world.
As a sign of solidarity and hope, churches are being asked to ring their bells daily at noon and 6 p.m. Reporting from North Hollywood, Mark Cotterobles, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
After saying he was looking into closing gun shops, LA County Sheriff Alex Villanueva is now reversing course.
Under current guidelines, these types of businesses are deemed essential. Eyewitness News reporter John Gregory has the story.
Before the sun was up, Stephen Kemp was lined up to buy a gun. And the first-time buyer admits it's all because of the coronavirus pandemic.
People are going to start to get desperate, and desperate times sometimes come for desperate measures. And so, like myself, a lot of people are looking into a way to protect themselves.
Kemp would soon have company at Gun World. Across town at Turner's Outdoorsman, another line was forming.
We should all be prepared living in earthquake country, and kind of blows my mind that many more aren't.
Staff at Turner's say business is good, and long lines have been seen at stores across the country. LA's sheriff calls it panic buying, and that's why yesterday morning he ordered stores closed. He later rescinded that order when he found out gun stores have been declared essential businesses during the crisis.
Those that are involved in the security business that still need to do their business, and obviously there's a need for security both in the public and the private sector, we want to make sure they're properly equipped and all that. However, that is not a license then for everyone to do a panic gun buying and rushing to stores, which is not what we're seeing.
Some shoppers say the sheriff's efforts to reduce panic buying actually had the opposite effect. When they heard he wanted to close down the gun stores, that made them even more interested in getting a gun.
I believe he absolutely created more panic by doing this. You've got pot stores open all over the place, so why would a firearms store be closed? You know, guns and ammo, I think, is an essential necessity.
Gun buyers can still get their guns, stores will stay open, and sheriff's deputies will focus on making sure those who want to exercise their right to bear arms also exercise social distancing to prevent the spread of coronavirus. In Reseda, John Gregory, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
CHP says freeways may be a lot less crowded, but there are still a lot of people out speeding. CHP says there are considerably less drivers on the road, but that hasn't shifted enforcement. CHP Officer Robert Gomez joined us via Skype this morning to tell us how they are responding.
We're used to the gridlock in downtown LA, and now everything's open. And with that comes a lot of people speeding. People are passing our officers at over 90 miles an hour now. And, you know, we need to take enforcement action and give some citations out, and hopefully people will slow down and keep everyone safe out on the road.
CHP wants to remind motorists to maintain their distance, buckle up, and stay off your phones. We know fewer people are doing a ton of driving right now, but take a look at this. That is regular unleaded gas for $1.79 a gallon at a Flying G in Jurupa Valley. The average price in Riverside County is $3.10 a gallon, down from $3.47 just a month ago. Drivers in LA County are paying just a little more, $3.21 a gallon. That's down from $3.56 last month. Runyon Canyon Park is now officially closed in another effort to keep people safe from the coronavirus. Park officials say Runyon Canyon is one of the most popular parks in the city. City Council officials are also calling for the closure of Lake Hollywood Park, but that has not been decided yet.
Orange County officials are taking additional steps to stop the spread of coronavirus after crowds flocked to the beaches over the weekend. Officials are expecting to see a surge in cases, and they're trying to discourage people to gather in these spaces. Until further notice, parking lots are closed at all county parks, beaches, and trailheads. The closures also include pedestrian access to local beaches, and it restricts access to restrooms and playgrounds at the parks and beaches. As of today, the Malibu Pier and beach parking lots are closed until further notice. The Malibu city manager working with the state to shut them down just to prevent crowding amid the pandemic. Over the weekend, the pier and Malibu area beaches and trails were filled with people ignoring the social distancing guidelines. Shops and restaurants on the pier are also now closed.
Meantime, California getting a B grade when it comes to social distancing. Company called Unicast used smartphone data to create the grading system. States shaded green like ours got a B. Teal states like Nevada got A's. Wyoming was the only state to get an F. LA, Orange, and Riverside County scored an A, while San Bernardino County got a B. Riverside County got a D. GPS information was used in compiling this data.
Ralph's, Walmart, Albertsons, they're among the retailers and grocery stores adding new layers of protection for their employees. Stores are installing plexiglass partitions that will essentially serve as sneeze guards at cash registers. They're also adding floor decals to promote physical distancing at checkout lanes and other counters. Ralph's employees are being allowed to wear masks and gloves to protect them from COVID-19. There's no word yet on when those sneeze guards will appear here in the Southland. But this is here in the Southland. It's a CVS store in downtown LA at 8th and Grand Avenue. They're limiting the number of customers allowed in the store at any one time. And then they added plastic curtains at pharmacy and also at checkout.
Wow. Well, as coronavirus cases surge across the U.S., so does the need to produce the protective gear for public workers.
So now companies, fashion designers, even people in the community are doing their part to try and flatten the curve for demand. Eyewitness News reporter Rachel Brown spoke with a local couple doing their part to help.
We work in TV and film industry.
I feel like we're running a job right now, like a normal production job.
Reload.
Just 1 week ago, Ruby Ann Lee and boyfriend Darren Cantoni were working behind the scenes of some of the biggest TV shows in Hollywood. Today, their front porch doubles as their new office space and a new job description to go with.
I'm making masks with my boyfriend at the moment because people need them.
I was describing it the other day as like a war effort. Everyone kind of just did a job and made things that we needed. So that's what we're doing.
The Glendale couple wakes up every day, sits down at this table, and gets to work sewing hundreds of masks, using their time and their talents to hopefully save American lives.
I couldn't find any, so I started making them.
Their first batch of masks went to Ruby Ann's cousin in Hawaii, who works at a post office. And then friends started to ask.
It's for my friend Lala, for my friend Carrie, and for my friend Debbie.
Now their mission is to help any person working a job that requires they come in regular contact with the public. Grocery store employees, postal staff, fast food workers, and beyond.
We're hoping that our masks help flatten the curve and help us get back to work quicker.
These are not the N95 medical masks, but some health officials say homemade masks are better than nothing. Ruby Ann and Darren's are made out of tight woven cotton fabric, elastic, and wool felt with a noticeable touch of fun.
You put it around one ear, then put it around the other.
One story of human kindness during a frightening and uncertain time.
No one told her to do it. Nobody asked her to do it. Nobody told her there was going to be monetary compensation for doing this. Like, she did it on her own.
Reporting for ABC 7 Eyewitness News, I'm Rachel Brown.
And take a look at this example of helping neighbors in these challenging times. This is a family in Arcadia that set up a table outside their house and they stacked it with toilet paper, water, toothpaste, other necessities. And you can see the sign. It says, "Free for seniors and those in need." The photo was taken by Josh Bay, and he tells us he was so moved, he went home and added more items to the table.
Nice note to end on.
Yep, it is.
Thank you for joining us here on ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
We'll continue to bring you the latest developments on the coronavirus emergency on air, ABC 7 online, and abc7.com/coronavirus, and also on the ABC 7 app. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.